Hi guys, we're back again with another video on the channel today, and this time this one of course is for the preview ahead of our game against Manchester United at Old Trafford on Sunday. Of course, previous two videos on the channel today, you can go check them out. The first one of course was Eddie Howe's press conference reaction, where of course I give you my thoughts on what Eddie Howe said in his press conference today. Also talked about what Eddie Howe said in the press conference as well today. And also the other video was the unveiling of Castor's 130th anniversary Newcastle United shirt, which is a limited edition shirt. That's something that we've seen Castor do quite a bit since, of course, being made the kit maker at Newcastle United. But I've got to say, the kit is really nice. If you want to hear me full thoughts on it, do go check out that video, and of course do go check out the Eddie Howe press conference reaction video as well to hear me thoughts on Eddie Howe's press conference from today. But we are now going to jump into this video and talk about our upcoming game against Manchester United down at Old Trafford. Now, it's going to be a Sunday game, 2 p.m. kickoff, and it's not televised, which is very, very surprising, to be honest, considering that Sky have decided instead to go with Aston Villa versus Chelsea in their game on Sunday instead of going with Newcastle's game against Manchester United at Old Trafford. Both teams, of course, going into this game in pretty similar positions. Obviously, Man United are in at 5th in the league, and we are in 6th place in the league going into this game. Now, looking at the Man United, team news going into this game, there are injury doubts over Harry Maguire, Anthony Martial, Donny van den Beek, Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Brandon Williams, so they will not be in contention for the play in this game on Sunday. Scott McTominay as well will be suspended after picking up the maximum amount of yellow cards. So, of course, he will be suspended for this game. And Cristiano Ronaldo's improper conduct charge remains unscheduled. So that means that he will not be suspended for this game on Sunday. Of course, he played in the game last night for Man United. And I've got to say, I watched that game last night that Man United played against Ammonia, and it was very, very boring. Man U ended up picking up a 1-0 win at the 93rd minute. Took them all the way till then to win the game. And of course, it was a Scott McTominay goal, but he won't be playing in the game on Sunday because he is suspended thanks to picking up 5 yellow cards. So he won't be able to play in the game. Looking at the way Man United's played, so far this season, they don't look very, very threatening. To be honest, they look very lackluster, and they seem to be lacking effort as well in the final third. They can't pass the ball around all day long, but they just seem to lack that effort once they get into the final third. They seem to lose, any sort of threat that they, would hope to have. But I think it's going to be an interesting game, this one. Obviously, Martin Dubravka is going to be sitting in the dugout for this game, or probably not in the dugout, being that, of course, he is on loan from us. So he will be ineligible to face us, of course. So he'll probably be sitting in the stands for this one, watching on. Of course, he is yet to get a game as well for Man United. Martin Dubravka, since going there on loan, I don't think he's going to be getting purchased by Man United, I've got to say. And of course, the Red Devils have failed to draw any of their 12 league and cup games played so far this season. On home ground in the Premier League, they've been beaten Liverpool and Arsenal, but lost to Brighton. I've got to say, though, the Liverpool and Arsenal games, Man United looked very, very lackluster in them games. Arsenal fully deserved to come away from that game with a win, but instead they ended up on the end of a loss. Liverpool as well you know, Liverpool showed quite a bit of effort in that game against Man United. And I've just got to say, you know, Man U are looking very, very lacklustre. It's going to be a very, very interesting game on Sunday. Looking at our team news going into this game, of course, like I say, Eddie Howe's press conference was today. And as I said in the press conference video, you know, Eddie Howe confirmed that Alexander Isak was making progress, but it wasn't going to be able to be available for us for the game on Sunday. Caldalo, John Joe Shelby and Matt Ritchie remain out as well. So they won't be available to be picked by Eddie Howe for the lineup on Sunday. And of course, looking at the refs going into this game, it's going to be a quick turnaround for the South Yorkshire Whistler, who was in charge of our 1-1 home draw against Bournemouth last month. Of course, Craig Pawson taking charge of this one as the referee, and on VAR it will be Jared Gillett, the Aussie, of course, who studied in Liverpool, of course, University. So that's going to be an interesting one to see how they approach this game. Hopefully, you know, we don't see a similar situation to what we're seeing when we took on Liverpool at Anfield, where, of course, it ended up being very controversial and costing us a rightful 3 points in the bag. Looking at, of course, the previous meetings, of course, of Newcastle against Man U at Old Trafford, if you look back over the past meetings from 13-14 to last season, only 13-14 being a win against Man United, with that being, of course, the game where Johan Kabir scored against Man United. The season after that, of course, was a 3-1 loss, with Papias Cisse picking up a goal by a penalty. After that, of course, in the 15-16 season, it was a 0-0 draw. The 17-18 season, of course, was a 4-1 loss, with Dwight Gale picking up the only goal in the game. The 18-19 season was a 3-2 loss, with Kennedy and Yoshi Muto picking up the goals in the game. And then the 19-20 season was a 4-1 loss, with Matt Longstaff picking up the goal in the game. And then the 2021 season was, of course, Maxi scoring the only goal in the game, and it being a 3-1 loss. And then last season, it was, of course, a 4-1 loss, with Javi Manquillo picking up the only goal in the game. So, one win in the past meetings so far. So let's see if on Sunday we can go into this game against Manchester United. Like I say, they're very, very lacklustre this season. They're lacking in the final third of any creative ideas. So hopefully we can go into this game on Sunday. We can come away with 3 points in the bag. And if we do, then of course we can move, barring, of course, results with other teams, we can move to possibly fourth in the table. Failing that, of course, we could be in fifth come Monday after the game against Man United, if we can pick up all 3 points in the bag. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. I was going to get 2 Man United fans onto the channel for this one. Unfortunately, you know, they were busy, so they weren't able to come on. But, you know, if they are watching this video, please do let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. Any Man United fans watching this video, let us know your thoughts down in the comments below going into this game. This is a massive game for us as Newcastle United fans. This is a massive game for Man United as well. You know, so this is going to be an interesting one to see, you know, what happens on Sunday. Us Newcastle United fans are going to be absolutely up for this game. So, you know, Eric Ten Hag is going to have a lot on his hands to deal with. We play a very high attacking game. That is the identity of Eddie Howe's Newcastle United. We play a very high attacking game. So how are Man United going to be able to compete with that one? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. Till next time, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want to support the channel by donating to the channel, you can by hitting the thanks button down below and putting in whatever donation you want to make to the channel. That, of course, will then go back into the channel to improve things with the videos, lighting, you know, mics, what have you, just general things to increase the quality in the videos moving forward, and of course to expand out to a wider audience as well. Till next time, I'll see you all later. How are the lads?